Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the last live stream of the evening, my third live stream of the day. Your super chat, your super chat is extremely important, ladies and gentlemen. It allows me to do these live streams, and via super chat, thank you so very much. If you want to support my work, these live streams, if you enjoy them, and if you want to give me your thoughts on the Durham Probe Special Counsel, the economy, politics, via super chat, that'll be greatly appreciated. I want everyone also to please go ahead and if you look below in the pinned comment, eventually during the upload, you will see my latest Bitcoin crash to 10,000 or lower channel. Luna 2.0 crashes to zero as Coinbase execs sell $1.2 billion in insider shares amid Bitcoin crash. So go ahead and share that segment everywhere on the Bitcoin crash to 10,000 or lower channel. And we're going to talk about right now, obviously, the Durham Probe Special Counsel. Also, I have a very important segment on the stock market crash channel, so go to those two channels after this. Everybody here, Eric, Casey, Eliza, Jake, Dying to Die, hello. Everybody here, hello. So, Kevin, hello. We have a lot to talk about. I want to read you this. This Washington Post article has some very interesting quotes from James Baker. Now, the Washington Post does not think, will never think, even a handwritten note by James Comey stating he was setting up and framing Trump, they still might not think that people conspired against Trump. It's like impossible for them to see things in that manner. But this is a very good last couple paragraphs of an article. Baker is the sole direct witness in the conversation, and Sussman's lawyers have repeatedly challenged his credibility on this point, noting that in one earlier interview, Baker said Sussman was representing cybersecurity clients. In another, he seemed to say he didn't remember that part of the talk. So, prosecutors introduced billing records from Sussman's law firm, listing the time he spent on the issue as work on behalf of the Clinton campaign. Baker, who now works for Twitter, surprise, surprise, testified that Sussman also told him a major newspaper, he later learned it was the New York Times, was preparing to write about the allegations. Of course the New York Times would write about the allegations pertaining to Trump. They would never in a million years write or engage in any investigative journalism pertaining to mashed potato brains Biden or Hunter. That would never happen in a million years. That would never in a million years happen. Okay, it only goes one way. The suspicion is you're only allowed to be suspicious in media, journalism, or the Federal Bureau of Investigation against Trump or anyone around Trump. Certainly not the Democratic Party. So that's how it works. But Baker, who now works for Twitter, testified that Sussman also told him a major newspaper he learned it was the New York Times was preparing to write about the allegations. That worried Baker. He knew a news story would probably cause any suspicious communication to stop, so he wanted the Federal Bureau of Investigation to be able to investigate before an article appeared. Prosecutors say it was Sussman himself who would provide the allegations about Trump information to the Times. So the lie was material. There should be a conviction. Whether there's a conviction, we don't know. Could be a hung jury, could be an acquittal. They might think, well, there was so much corruption within the Federal Bureau of Investigation that the lie wasn't material. They could think that. And that's possibly what happens. I think a conviction is obvious. Sussman obviously lied. Now we're getting into, these people are so utterly corrupt that now it's the degree of the lie. We don't know to what degree the lie was relevant to investigations because people at the Bureau were just waiting to investigate Trump anyway. So that's the issue. We don't know yet. We don't know we don't know how important the lie was to beginning investigations of Trump. Whether the lie was obviously material, okay? the jury might not see it that way. But again, I mean, Robert Gouveia on YouTube, an attorney, he has a great, Casey Martin! Casey! Thank you, Casey. Thank you, Casey. Very, very much appreciated. Thank you so much, Casey Martin. Thank you. Greatly appreciated, Casey. Thank you so very much. To my super chat. I cannot do this without you. So if you enjoy the live streams, your super chat support is greatly appreciated. I don't have $20 million in venture capital funding like some people who always lie to viewers. It's unbelievable. It's like they get this venture capital funding because they're going to push for Medicare for all, and then the same pundits are against voting for it in the House of Representatives, which is really hilarious. But Casey, thank you so very, very much. Thank you, Casey. And to my super chat, thank you. This is important. Quote, it would have concerned me. Okay, so wait. He knew a story would probably cause any suspicious communication to stop. So he wanted the Federal Bureau of Investigation to be able to investigate before an article appeared. Prosecutors say it was Sussman himself who had provided the allegations about Trump information to the Times. Quote, it would have concerned me whether there was an effort to play the Federal Bureau of Investigation and bring us into an ongoing political campaign and make us a pawn in the campaign in some fashion. It was totally a pawn. I mean, kind of. Until Comey said, hey, I have the goods on you, and here's the Comey letter. Quote, it would have alarmed me, the nexus with the press, and whether there was some effort to engineer a situation where the Bureau would be investigating this material, and that the press, even though it couldn't determine the reliability of the material and couldn't report on it, could report the Bureau was investigating it. So that's what they did. That's how BuzzFeed got out of a libel case. Casey Martin, thank you. Brenda Taylor, thank you, Brenda. Casey and Brenda, thank you so very much. Starting off the super chat, thank you so very much. Greatly appreciated, Brenda, and I hope all is well. Casey and Brenda, I hope you're having a great weekend and have just a safe, happy, weekend with friends, family, or just relaxing. I think that it's important, Casey, Brenda, everybody here, Eric, everyone, Mikey. I think it's important to realize, if you're lucky enough to be happy in life, let's just leave it at that. If you're lucky enough to be happy in life, where you can have some kind of happiness in life, you're ahead of the game. You are in a good situation. If you're lucky enough, if you live a life, I thank God that, thank you, Brenda. Thank you so very much, Casey, Brenda. I thank God that, and first, last, hello. I really thank God every day. I really do, that if I became a billionaire, which I am pretty much the opposite, as are most people watching. But if I became a billionaire tomorrow, would my life change? Would I be happier? And I can't say that I would be happier. Things would be easier for me. I would have less debt. In terms of credit card debt, I would have less of it. But would it make me happier? So it really wouldn't. And if that's your philosophy on life, just being you hear these billionaires and but it's the $1 billion, if you just have enough money to be happy, enough money to kind of live your life the way you want it, that's all that you need in life, in my view. In my view, if your friends, family, or whatever's left of your friends, that the ones that haven't disowned you because of Trump, because they take their either their marching orders from CNN, or who knows what compels people to disown friends other than a religious dogma. If you replace religion with politics, and you don't realize that your political side is even more corrupt, or at least just as corrupt as the side you think is so horrible, then you are stuck in this very warped, twisted paradigm. It's really it's just so easy to refute the nonsense. blaming Trump for everything and thinking that your political side is so much better or more virtuous. It's immoral, in my view, to vote for the Lincoln Project. So if you're voting Democrat, you're voting for more military conflict, more interventions, more chaos in terms of foreign policy, which is what we're seeing now. So I could make a moral case to vote for Trump or DeSantis over Democrats very easily, very easily. And the absurd leaps of logic stating that Trump is an authoritarian, a person has to be ignorant of history. You really have to be ignorant of history to think that Trump is an authoritarian. You really have to. You have to know nothing about history, and you have to just let yourself be consumed by this apoplectic view of life. But if anybody doesn't agree with you, it's a big problem. Trump was framed and set up by his own intelligence agencies. Media went after him 24/7, and it's Democrats who want to silence debate, discourse, discussion. They want a governance board, and it's the Lincoln Project and the Bush, Cheney, and Rumsfeld and Liz Cheney Republicans who are now basically embedded within the Democratic Party who want never-ending counterinsurgency conflicts. So, I mean, you can easily it's in terms of morality. There's no question. It is if you have Democrat or Republican today, maybe 20 years ago is different, maybe. Probably 20 years ago, but I mean, you had Democrats voting alongside Bush and Cheney even 20 years ago. But today, there's no contest, there's no debate. Nobody lies more than media and Democrats. They make Trump look like the most honest man in the world. Nobody lies more. I mean, every day you're looking at the Sussman trial, they lie so much, they can't even get Sussman on lying. That's how much they lie. Herschel, hello. They lie so, Dark Meta, hello. They lie so much. They can't even, think about that for a second. Casey and Brenda and everybody here, think about that for a second. They lie so much. They lie so often that Michael Sussman lying to James Baker at the Bureau might not be a crime that a jury that would be able to convict, because everybody was lying. Think about that for a second. Everybody was lying. Think about that. Think about it. If everyone is lying, then now these are the people who claim to be so moral and that Trump lies so much. There might be an acquittal or a mistrial, because the lie Sussman told might not have been, in terms of the varying degrees of lying, enough to have deceived the Federal Bureau of Investigation or James Baker. Want to know why? Because they were lying. They were lying all through they kept lying in terms of their investigations of Trump. They had no reason to investigate Trump. That's the thing. It's not national security. Okay? Nothing Trump did was against national security. Nothing. The DNC emails, that had nothing to do with national security. Nothing. Okay, let's just assume for a second another country wanted us to know Bernie Sanders was cheated. How is that national security? Can somebody explain to me, how is that national security? Reed, hello. How is that national security? I want to know that. If the RNC got hacked, nobody would care. Media would say, oh, well, too bad for the Republicans. How is that national security? It's not. And furthermore, Trump asking another country to get Clinton's deleted emails is definitely not national security. In fact, it's a national security problem and dilemma to have a Secretary of State with top secret intelligence running on private servers. That is a huge problem. That's a huge problem, ladies and gentlemen, and absolutely a huge problem. So this quote from the Washington Post, exactly, Herschel. It pretty much depends. It depends on what the definition of is. And It actually, I mean, I was pretty clear cut. I said, what is? Is really is. Or what is? Is a word that is supposed to convey is? See, I mean, it's just, again, do I lie? I don't lie. If they look at Baker's quote, if they look at James Baker's quote, his actual quote, this quote from the Washington Post, and if they look at that he's 100% confident that, and like, what does it matter too? Like, one of the defense arguments is that, well, he wasn't taking notes. Who cares? Who cares if he wasn't taking notes? What does that even matter? You could be making up things. I love this. Well, the Bureau takes notes during it's called 302s. So what? Who cares? If you want to set up and frame somebody, you can easily do so by just writing the opposite of what actually happens. Why is this rocket science to people? I mean, it's like unbelievable. Like, why is this rocket science? If they look at the facts, he's convicted. Now, again, get ready for the media jumping for joy. And they always do this. When the DNC emails came out, I remember, I don't have Twitter, I don't have Facebook now, but I remember when I did have Twitter, oh my God, they were so happy. Democrats were actually happy. The Hillary bots, we used to call them the Hillary bots. They were saying, oh, that's all you have? Is that all you have? You don't have anything. There's nothing there. That's all you have? Oh, it's nothing. Let's do another poll. Okay. Let's do it. Okay. All right. I did a poll earlier on today. So let me see. Come on, people. Give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. I'll tell you what it was. Let's go. We need more votes. I mean, it would be absolutely unbelievable if he wasn't convicted, but nice. Okay, now the acquittal, it's like, because of these technicalities and because everyone was lying so much, like, if he gets acquitted, it's definitely an embarrassment to the Bureau. Jeff, hello. Wow, 58%, 59% acquitted. Wow. Wow. I did on Robert Gavea's channel. So Robert Gavea has all the transcripts. He has a great channel. He's an attorney, defense attorney. I believe a defense attorney. Missy, hello. I think, wow, 60%. Wow. Well, there you go. I honestly don't know exactly the real deal. I agree with you. He should be convicted, but there's no faith in the system. I agree with you. 33 votes. I agree with you. 34. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching, just give me your 2 cents. Casey and Brenda, thank you so very much. Thank you, Casey. Thank you, Brenda. To my super chat, thank you. So 34 votes. Um, yeah, I mean, here you have Baker 100% confident Sussman told him he was acting alone. So, I mean, it's pretty clear cut. It's pretty clear cut. All right, let me ask you this. Here, this is an interesting one. Here, this is an interesting one. All right. This is something I'd be interested in knowing for. Will you still be interested in the Durham probe if there's an acquittal? And I think I won't say anything, but I'll just give you my thoughts on that. Good. I agree. Nice. That's an interesting one. Exactly. It's proof. It's proof of the pudding. Exactly. Yeah, they ran an article saying that he already won, casting doubt on the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Basically, stating the obvious, like, yeah, everyone knew that the Bureau was in on it and that Trump was set up and framed. But this comes as a surprise to liberal publications, journalists. They think that it's like a blasphemy to claim that Mueller was political, which of course it was. 35 votes. Will you still be interested in the Durham probe? Yes. Good. Good. Michigan Grandma, hello. This was all about discovery. Exactly. Michigan Grandma, you're right. I'm going to use that. Michigan Grandma, I'm going to use that. Thank you. This was all about discovery. Exactly. Excellent. It was all about discovery. It was. That's the issue. It was all about discovery. 81-19. Yes, all right. I like that. I like that a lot. That's an important one. Okay. Let's see. It was all about discovery. You know what? Let's ask this. Did we learn more about how Trump was set up and framed by partisan actors with Durham trial? All right, so here. Did we learn more about how Trump was set up and framed by partisan actors with this Durham trial? Give me your thoughts. Because I think we did. Yeah, 25 votes. Yeah, I mean, this is actually fantastic. I should have used this. I'm going to use these polls like every live stream. This is fun. I do as well, Brenda. I do as well. 36 votes. Yeah, yes. So we did. I mean, this is something that I think that the Durham Probe Special Counsel is going to continue to be very, very, very important. Extremely, extremely important from here on out. Exactly, Susan. Exactly. Read, exactly. Matt, the best of the definition of wheat. Parabiology 101, hello. I hope all is well. So yeah, I mean, that is important. Hey, let me ask you this question. 41 votes. Yes, let me ask you this question. Here, this is a good one. Will Okay, that's a good one. Okay, so who will be indicted next in the Durham probe? Government official or political operative? Could be an attorney, anybody, political operative. Who will be indicted next in the Durham probe? Government official or political operative? Well, it's a discussion of the verdict and decision we'll find out Tuesday. %52%. So 56% political operative. So I agree with you. Probably a political operative. The government official, like Kleinsmith, was difficult. That was like, I think like Durham is, the prosecutors and Durham are going to learn a lot from this. They're going to learn a lot from this. I think it's important. I think it's important that they learn. Like, I mean, it could be. Could be. I think, there are going to be a lot more indictments. And the interesting thing is he's going to take into account the government being part of the process in setting up and framing Trump. Trump did not do what he was accused of doing. And the government lent credibility to the allegations by investigating him. So, you might be right about that, be at peace. Well, initially. Maybe former government officials. Let me ask you this. Okay, here's a good one. Here's a really good one. Here's a really good one. All right, here's a really good one. Who would Durham indict first, Comey or McCabe, for starting Trump probe based on partisan politics? Yes, CG. Ain't no. This is the Ain't No Future in Your Front End live stream. I agree with the initial 11 votes. I agree with that. I agree with that. High Tones, hello. Yeah, I mean, you know what? It's like, oh, okay, now it's Mary! Mary Minute, thank you so very much, Mary. Jordan B! Jordan B, Mary, thank you. Mary Jordan B, thank you so very, very much. Thank you, Mary. To my super chat, thank you. I can't thank you enough, everybody. I can't do these without you. I can't do these without you, ladies and gentlemen. Mary, thank you so much. I hope you have a great and safe and wonderful weekend. Thank you, Mary. Thank you so very much. Jordan B, a wealthy elite, lots of info. Like all, yep. CG, hello. Jordan B, thank you. Mary, I love the emojis. Thank you, Mary. Greatly appreciated. Thank you, Jordan. As always, thank you. So, it's neck and neck. McCabe, oh my God, it's exactly 50. It's exactly tied at 48 votes. Oh my God. Okay. Jordan and Mary and Brenda and Casey, it's exactly tied. Who is gonna break this tie at 49? Who is gonna break this tie at 49? Can I get a 49? Can I get a 49? 49, 49, 49. It's like this, like it's like a an auction. Give me a 49, give me a 49, McCabe, Bernie, call me. 50, whoa, 50 votes. Oh my God. Okay, whoa, now Comey for the lead. See, I think it's McCabe, not Comey. Exactly. Tim, I agree. Mary, thank you, Mary. Thank you so much. Jordan, as always, thank you. Thank you, Mary. $60 votes. Oh wow! How did Comey get ahead of McCabe? How is that even possible? Especially since McCabe had already been under criminal investigation and lied 3 times. I mean, obviously Comey is just as guilty, but he had the luxury of being the director. Comey was very calculating. My God Almighty, this man was calculating. He writes the Comey letter, telling all of Clinton world he has all their secrets. So he basically says, look, you know what? We can do everyone in because we have all the information. Comey has all that information. He knows exactly how top secret and special access program intelligence made its way onto private servers. Stop, listen, think, hello. Wow. The freak, hello. To my super chat, thank you again. Greatly appreciated. Wow. Okay. $74 votes. Okay, here, let's do a new one. All right, let's do a new one here. Oh, here. All right. Let's see. Herschel Ballard! Herschel! Electing Trump in 2016 was day. Now we are fighting our way to build. Exactly. We're fighting with exactly. Thank you. I think you're right. Herschel, great historical reference. Rick, possibly, yeah. Great historical reference. Herschel Ballard, thank you again. Thank you, Herschel. Thank you, Herschel. Thank you so much. All right. Who would, okay. Okay, this is a great one. I don't know the answer to this, but give me your thoughts. Herschel, give me your thoughts. Who would win, Mike Tyson or Tyson Fury, both in their prime? That's a great question. That's a great question. I love Tyson Fury, but I think Mike Tyson would win. I love Tyson Fury, but I think Mike Tyson would win. Oh, I put yes or no. Oh, Lord. Okay, hold on one second. Okay. All right. I agree, Casey. I agree. I love both. I love Tyson Fury, but I think Mike Tyson. But you give me your thoughts. All right, you give me your thoughts. Wow, 14 votes, all for Mike, Iron Mike. You know, I will tell you, I train at a gym not far from me, and I have a boxing coach, and a professional fighter. He's awesome. And everyone at the gym is young. And my coach is young. He's a professional fighter. And he thinks Tyson Fury. Almost everyone at that gym would say Tyson Fury would beat Mike Tyson. But me, I'm going with Mike Tyson. I'm going with Iron Mike. I'm going with Iron Mike. Although I love Tyson Fury. I think Tyson Fury could beat anyone in any boxing match in any era, including Mike Tyson. But I if I had to go with just one fight, like if it was a 3-fight trilogy, Tyson Fury could win easily, like at least one. But I think Mike Tyson, if you just give me my Iron Mike versus Tyson Fury, I take Mike Tyson. But everyone younger, I think, says Tyson Fury. I love both fighters. I love Tyson Fury. I think he's fantastic. But my Iron Mike Tyson I grew up with, so Mike Tyson is like my generation's Muhammad Ali, you could say. And I know Tyson Fury loves Mike Tyson too. So, all right. Let's do another one. A couple more, and then we'll head on out. Okay. 93% for Iron Mike. Okay, so, okay, I have a good one here. Okay. All right, hold on one second. Let me think. Here's a good one. Who is better, Elvis or Frank Sinatra? I'd be interested to hear this. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. Thank you. Stop, listen, think. Thank you. I'm going after the 110s eventually. Hopefully, maybe 4 months or so, 5 months. Thank you, Sandra. I like Sam Elliott. I think he's fantastic. He was great in The Big Lebowski. Oh my God, it's neck and neck. Oh my God. Oh my God. Bobby E. Hello, Bobby EM. Nice, Missy, nice. Wow, 55-45. Lennox Lewis, yes. Love Lennox Lewis. All right. Okay. 2 more and then we're out. Okay, 2 more and then we're out. Okay, let me think. All right, let me think. All right, this is a good one. Okay. Okay, this is a good one. Okay, so hold on one second. All right, hold on one second. Let me think. All right, at a movie theater. Okay, popcorn or nachos at a movie. I mean, I think people are going to say popcorn, but I mean, you really can't go wrong with nachos and the 3 Mile Island cheese that they give you. Casey Martin! Casey, thank you! Thank you, Casey. And thank you for being a member. You're awesome. Thank you. Exactly. Be at peace. I agree. If I had a choice, I would take nachos, to tell you the truth. I get very bored with the popcorn very quickly, and I don't know why. Because I can eat a lot. Like, I can eat a lot. Casey, thank you so very much, noob. Thank you. Sandra, hello. Dark Meta, hello. 39 votes. Wow. 75-24. Wow. Okay. So this is a good one. Okay. All right. So this is a good one. What would you want back? Pagers or payphones? Because I had pagers. That's hilarious. Trisha, thank you so very much. Trisha Basinger, thank you so very, very, very much. Greatly appreciated, Trisha. Greatly appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so very much, Trisha. Thank you. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. And this is one of the philosophical questions. Trisha and everybody here, and Casey and Brenda and Mary and everyone here. Trisha, thank you again. So kind of you. So kind of you. Thank you. And Herschel, let me know. Pagers or payphones? I'm like running out of steam here. Trisha, thank you again. Who had a pager? I had a pager. That's how old I am. Yes, pagers. Payphones were great. I don't know why they're like... There should be at least like one payphone like... Like what if you lose your cell? I don't know. You know, it's Herschel. Trisha, thank you so very much. Thank you, Trisha. Thank you. Casey, I had a blue pager also. I think we're related somehow. I got a blue pager at the swap meet. How you like that? How you like them apples? Okay, so here's a good one. Here's a good one. Okay. 43. Okay, so here. Okay. American Girl! First time catching your live stream. I still have my pages. Yes! And my very first flip phone. Exactly. Yes. And the flip phone, you know, you couldn't. I don't think you could take pictures at all. I think also the first cell phones. The first cell phones you couldn't. I know that you couldn't text. I think the first flip phones there were no text messages. Also, American Girl, thank you. American Girl, thank you. Trisha, thank you. Yep. Pagers were. You needed American Girl. You needed a payphone for a pager. Because if you had a pager, you wouldn't have, because cell phones were they weren't that portable back then. They weren't really portable. So you needed a payphone if someone paged you. Yep. Okay, Trisha, thank you again, Trisha. American Girl, thank you. Thank you so much. All right, here's a good one. All right. Let's see. All right, here's a good one. Okay, so Setlick3 Gaming, thank you. I hope all is well. Setlick3 Gaming, thank you. I hope all is well. Sci-fi. Okay, so here, you might like this. Setlick3 Gaming. You might like this. So here. Trisha, American Girl, Setlick3, Casey, Herschel, Jordan, Brenda. Sci-fi movie or crime thriller? Oh, wow. Look at that. Well, that's only 4 votes. Okay. That's only 4 votes. Yes. Wow, it's neck and neck. Wow. If I had to choose, I choose sci-fi, but crime thriller is a close one. That's right, water fountain. No water fountains. That's right. What happened to the water fountains? Oh, they're getting pretty nasty, also. At least in where I live. Jolt Cola. Remember Jolt? Do they still have it? Who remembers Four Loko? I'm probably nobody here. And for good reason. Because, you're smarter than me. All right, I have a good one here. Hold on one second. 35 votes. Wow, it's neck and neck. It's pretty much the same. Okay. All right, here's a good one. This will be interesting. This will be interesting. Baseball or football? Setlick 3, thank you. American Girl, thank you. Trisha, thank you. Casey, Herschel, Jordan B, Mary, Brenda, Casey, thank you. Wow. Look at that. Hawaii 5-0 was awesome. To watch. I know, CG, I know. Okay, let me do some hard ones. Okay. All right, couple more minutes. 3 more minutes and we're out. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much, everybody. All right, so, okay, let's see. Let me think. Nice! Setlick 3, that's awesome. Okay, so... Okay, here's a good one. This is, I think, the last one for the night. Come on. This is a hard one, okay? Are you ready? Casey Martin, you're awesome. Thank you, Casey. Thank you, Casey. All right, are you ready? This is the last one for the night. Are you ready? I need to know if you're ready for this one. Because this is going to change your life. This is going to change your life. Casey, Setlick 3, American Girl, Trisha, Casey, Herschel, Jordan, Mary, Brenda. This is going to change your life. Are you ready? Are you ready? Pac-Man or Duck Hunt? Let me know. Oh my God, it's already. But now the question is, how many people here have played Duck Hunt? So I think, yeah, if you played Pac-Man, you played Duck Hunt also. But see, Duck Hunt is more of a Nintendo. See, you had to have Atari. You had to have Atari. Well, I think there's other ones also, but other. Wow, Pac-Man! I knew it. I knew it. Oregon Trail, Herschel, yes. Oregon Trail. Loved Oregon Trail. All right, everybody. Thank you so very much. I have a very important segment on the Bitcoin crash to 10,000 or lower channel, so please go ahead. Please go ahead, ladies and gentlemen, and watch the Bitcoin crash to 10,000 or lower channel right now and the stock market crash channel. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I'll be back tomorrow with a live stream at around 2:30. I'll be back in a live stream tomorrow, 2:30, ladies and gentlemen. You are all wonderful. To my super chat, I can't thank you enough. You are all wonderful. God bless you all. Have a great, great weekend. You're all fantastic. I'll see you tomorrow about 2